When I hear sales, I feel like it's more just communication. I feel like every business, everybody in everyday life is always selling something. Whether you're talking to your friends, you're talking to your mum and dad, you want to get your way, it's a sale, and that incorporates into every business. If you've got a product, a service, you've got to generate revenue, and often that's going to come from selling through one of the three formats, and that's through face to face, over the phone, or digital. So, yeah, it's everywhere, and I just like learning how to negotiate and always fine tuning those skills. I think it's really important in everything you do in your life.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. What would you say? Why is it important to, or what can happen if you actually take the time and invest the time to learn sales? What's going to be the difference in their life?
Yeah, I think in the early stages of business, like we talk about the three Fs. You sell to your friends, your family, and the fools. And once that starts to die out, that's when we find out who's really good at selling their product or service. And you can have the best offering, the best product out there, but you need to know how to communicate that message. And the businesses that get through the 10-year, 15-year, 20-year mark, they've figured out what works well for them. But what you'll find as well is they're the sort of businesses that come to us, and they're always trying to stay on top of the game. They're always trying to learn, they're always trying to get better and communicate more effectively and keep updated with the current market. So, yeah, it's a big difference, and the ones that unfortunately don't fail, that fail, are the ones that just haven't been able to get the amount of clients, get the customers coming through the door, and securing that business. So, yeah, it's vital.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's a big thing. And what was it that made you want to join the ISR team?
I saw the vision of the company, and obviously what I've been through over the last few years. Like, I've had my own businesses, and I've come from a variety of different backgrounds, and I felt like everything I did, I was in sales anyway. Whether I was in financial advice, mortgage broking, or obviously in real estate. But every aspect, there's a sale in all of them. And I sort of found that every business did that. And then when I worked in a little bit of marketing space, it was just understanding, I like being able to help businesses and people who've got an idea and get it off the ground. I like to keep my creative juices flowing. And the vision of what we're doing here and what Ryan and Jack have been doing and where it's going to go, the success stories speak for themselves. But once you start to be a part of that success, and you can put your name to it and say, I've really helped this business get from A to B or to Z, then it's pretty rewarding. So that was probably the biggest thing for me to be able to jump on the back and help other people's success and broaden my experience as well.
Love it, love it. And what would you say, what differs, what makes ISR sales training different from other sales training companies out there?
I think what you'll find, and like most people, obviously we've got our Swish methodology, so selling with integrity and selling honestly, but it's really just, I think it just suits the Australian market. Like, Aussies, we hate being sold to. I absolutely hate it. You can see a salesperson coming a mile away. So we talk or teach people to more so become that advisory figure, so that you're not, somebody trusts you, they'll do business with you. And getting to that point, it's often easier said than done. So just finding ways to go from a cold person or a cold lead to actually building the trust and relationships with people in the Aussie manner. How Aussies like it. You've got a lot of other sales influencers out there, and they're very Americanized, very pushy. We're quite the opposite. We don't push. We feel you should never need to bully, manipulate, or drive anyone to doing anything they don't want to do. So first of all, find out if what you offer, if that's actually going to solve the problem for the client or give them the solution that they're looking for. So from there, it becomes where you become the advisor and you're helping them get what they need.
Love it, love it. Do you love ISR?
I love ISR.
Do you love sales?
I love sales. Yes.
And if you were an animal, which one would you be?
I'd like to say a lion.
Lion? All right. Do you feel rehearsed? Are we ready to go for this?
What do you mean?
And also,
I can't do that again.
Just last question then. Now, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, brands watching this video. Now, if they are looking at undertaking some sales training, what would you suggest that they do next?
Look, if you're looking, obviously, I mean, you can reach out to us, have a chat to us, but identify, have a look in your business and find out how many potential clients you've lost recently. Like, that's the big thing for a lot of businesses. They don't realise that, you know, if you've got all of these leads, you're hitting at a 10% conversion rate, that's great. But if you're missing 90%, so what's that worth to you? How much are you actually missing out on? And then you start to realise the importance of, you know, maybe tweaking it and getting a little bit better conversion rates. And, you know, that would be the biggest thing. So look at what you're actually missing out on. And if you can improve that, that's going to mean more money in your back pocket.
Yeah. And what does more money mean?
More money means more. Well, for most people, it will mean you've got more that you can do with your time. So start working on the business rather than in it, and step away and give yourself some more time. Delegate work, grow and scale. There's a lot of things you can do with money, but business revolves around generating revenue. So that's the most important part. Make sure that's right. Then everything else you can focus on after.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Mitch.
No worries.